Students, we are going to learn trigonometry for class 10th. This is the first time this subject being introduced for class 10th. It is very useful subject in future lessons also. Trigonometry plays a very, it makes our work easy to find out the height of a tower, to find out the distances, to find out what is the distance between stars, between us and star. All this trigonometry is used in many places. So let us understand the basic. This is the first time this topic being covered for us students. So let us understand the basic concepts and we will go further. Okay. This is the class 10th, chapter 11, trigonometry. Trigonometry is basically angles. See, this is the tower. I want to know what is the height of the tower. One way is you climb and measure. You climb and measure. Other way is you observe this angle, and from this distance, from the tower, this distance is ground distance. I can easily measure maybe 10 meters, 15 meters. So from this distance and this angle, I will get the height of the tower. So my work I made easy. Otherwise, I have to climb there, drop a scale here, tape, and I have to measure. But with this trigonometry, my work becomes very easy. I have to measure the ground and see the angle. Not only this, I can have this length also. I can measure this length, I can measure this length. This is a ground length. Anyone can measure. But so trigonometry makes our work easier to understand the complicated problems in future which will be coming. Okay, let us between this and this is called first quadrant. Angle which is less than 90 degree is called in the first quadrant, and also acute angle is called, what is this called? Acute angle. If it is more than 90, we call it as obtuse angle. Acute and obtuse. See here, this is an acute angle because it is less than 90. If it is like this, suppose a triangle is like this, then this angle is obtuse angle. OBTUSE, obtuse. This is ACUTE, acute. So now initially we will be studying on acute angles. This comes in later stage at higher studies. So initially we are studying all less than 90 degree. This is 90. So we have total here. This is 90. 90 plus all are 90, 90 perpendiculars. So this total is 180. And this is 270. And this total is 360. So we have, for our convenience purpose, we have divided it the 2 pi radians into pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 2, pi by 2 radians as 90 degree in the component. Okay, now we will understand our basic chart. Let us see this. We have done this earlier. This is a similar triangle. This we have done this earlier. In similar triangles, we have covered this. In similar triangles, we have covered this. What we know here? Here triangles APB, APB, and AQC, and ARD, and ASE. They are all similar triangles because one angle is same and the other angle is 90 degree for all. So automatically third angle also is same. 180 minus this sum of these two angles. So this all the three angles of these triangles are same. That means they are similar triangles and their sides are proportional. Their sides are proportional. Earlier, we have understood that suppose one apple cost rupees 10 rupees. So one apple I purchase, this is cost, this is number. One apple I purchase, I am paying 10 rupees. So this point is x is 1, y is 10. So like that, if therefore this is 10. So like that, my line goes like this. So if you purchase 2 apples, my cost is 20 rupees. If I purchase 5 apples, my cost is 50 rupees. If I purchase 10 apples, my cost is 100 rupees. So we observed these are all similar triangles. So because what? This by this is equal to this by this. Let us see what is this length y. Y is 10, x is 1. This is y is 20, x is 2, y is 50, x is 5. So what is this? 10. This is equal to 10. This is equal to 10. This is equal to 10. So the ratio is constant. Being the ratio is nothing but rate of apple. This we termed as slope also. Slope of the line is equal to delta y by delta x. It is y by x. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. The slope is constant. The slope is constant. So not only slope is constant, here they are all similar triangles and the ratio is constant. Ratio is constant. We term this as slope. That is also we termed as tan theta. Termed it as tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. And we also observed that all the proportions are same. If the similar triangle, if these two are similar triangles, then this by this, this by this by this are all same. That is the ratio. So with this earlier knowledge, we go back to our lesson. So we know that we take one side, PB by AP. PB by AP. PB by AP is equal to QC by AQ is equal to RD by AR is equal to SE by AS. So we take this ratio. All ratios are same. So we represent this ratio as sine theta. This is a theta. I represent this ratio as sine theta. What is sine theta? Sine theta is nothing but opposite side by hypotenuse. See, all these theta, sine theta, cos theta, they are always part of a right angle triangle. They comes into picture in a right angle triangle. Let us always remember. Let us always remember. So what is the sine theta? Opposite side by hypotenuse. That is why the hypotenuse term comes into picture. Hypotenuse. For normal triangle, there is no hypotenuse. This is third side, side 1, side 2, side 3. But a right angle triangle, we have a adjacent side, we have opposite side and hypotenuse. So this ratio of vertical by hypotenuse. PB is vertical by hypotenuse. Again, QC is vertical by AQ is hypotenuse. RD vertical, AR hypotenuse. So this vertical by hypotenuse we term as sine theta. So as vertical is more, my sine theta goes on increasing. As vertical is more, it goes on. Suppose vertical is at this point, so sine theta increases. Theta is increasing in this direction. Theta is increasing in this direction up to vertical is 90 degree. It goes up to 90 degree. In such case, opposite side is hypotenuse. That will come later. But so when theta is 0, suppose when theta is 0, it will come. This line will be touching here. Then vertical is 0. So 0 by hypotenuse is 0. So sine 0 is 0. Sine 90 is equal to 1. And the value varies between 0 to 1. Can it be more than 1? Can this side be more than hypotenuse? No. A square plus B square is equal to C square. C is more than either A or B. So it is always less than 1. Sine theta is always between 0 to plus or minus 1. It can be minus 1 also. If you go this side, x is minus. So it can go minus also. Go to third, it will minus. But if y is on this side, it will be minus. Let us see here. See, this is theta. This is y by hypotenuse. Same y if I bring down and connect. This is also theta. Same amount. This is also y. But this sine theta is equal to y by h. This sine theta is equal to, this is minus y, because if you do y axis, this is positive side and this is negative side. So minus y by h, it is minus value. So this value lies between 0 to plus 1. This value lies between 0 to minus 1. So here it is 0, it goes to here, it is minus 1. As theta is increasing, so suppose let us say this is theta. This is vertical and I bring a theta here. So what is this? Opposite side by hypotenuse. As theta goes further, so opposite side and hypotenuse coincide. That means they are equal. So y by hypotenuse will be equal. So 1 sine theta, sine 90 is equal to 1. So that is why it can be between minus and plus 1. It can be between minus 1 and plus 1. So, but suppose sine 90, I want sine 90. This is 90. This is 90. So sine 90, opposite side is hypotenuse itself. So opposite side by hypotenuse means hypotenuse by hypotenuse. That means 1. This way also it can be 1, or if you take it on the top, then also vertical, and this is 1. So when I take it from this is 90. This is 90. So what is sine A? Sine A is equal to opposite side is A by C. What is sine B? Sine B is equal to opposite side B by C. So always sine theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. So sine 90 is opposite side C by hypotenuse is C. That means 1. A sine A by C. Sine B, B by C. So like that, this sine theta we should be familiar. This is the first angle we are going to understand. So based on sine theta only, we will be knowing the height of the tower, the distance from this, all these things can be known. So always remember, what is sine theta defined as? Opposite side by hypotenuse. It is sine theta. Let us go to next. Now cos theta. Now this ratio is AB by AP, AC by AQ, AD by AR, AE by AS are also ratio is same. The ratio is same. And this ratio can it be more than 1? It cannot be more than 1 because hypotenuse is more than the one or any side of the sides. So this ratio, opposite side by hypotenuse we defined as sine theta. Now this is adjacent side. Adjacent side by hypotenuse we define as adjacent side by hypotenuse made as cos theta. This is cos theta. So what is cos? This is cos theta. So if you see here, what is cos A? Cos A is equal to, what is adjacent to A? B. So B by C. C is hypotenuse. This is also adjacent, but this is hypotenuse. So cos A is B by C. What is cos B? Cos B is A by C. Even though C is also adjacent, but we take smaller side by hypotenuse. So cos B. What is cos 90? Cos 90 is adjacent side by hypotenuse. I can take A by C or B by C. But it is 0. We'll see how it is 0. Because now let us understand. Cos A is equal to B by C. Cos B is equal to A by C. So adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent by hypotenuse. Sine opposite by hypotenuse. All are covered. Opposite covered, adjacent covered, hypotenuse covered. All the three are covered in both the angles, sine theta and cos theta. So now what is cos 90? When this line goes to vertical, the horizontal portion is 0. Horizontal portion, if you see here, is going vertical. Vertical. This length as it goes further vertical, this AY becomes 0. So 0 by, this is hypotenuse, 0 by hypotenuse is 0. What is cos 0? This is cos 0. As it comes touching here, Adjacent side is AB. Hypotenuse is this length. This length will be equal to adjacent side. So cos 0 is equal to 1. Similarly, sine 0 will be 0 because y will be 0. 0 by hypotenuse is 0. Similarly, sine 90, height will be equal to hypotenuse. As it further goes up, they are equal. So sine 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0. This is cos 90 is 0. Sine 0 is 0. Cos 0 is 1. Let us understand these 4 factors. The fundamentals. This is theta. This is A. This is B. This is C. So what is sine theta? Opposite side by hypotenuse. What is cos theta? Side by hypotenuse. Now, suppose same line is very near to this. So this portion is almost 0, approximately 0. This is your hypotenuse. Both are equal. So then what is this? Sine 0 is 0. Now what is cos 0? Cos 0 is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Both are equal. So 1. So A, B, C. AB by AC. When it is touching it here, AB, AC are equal. So they get cancelled, become 1. So this is cos 0, this is sine 0. Now if you take 90 degrees, this is 90 total. So as it goes up, so your x component is 0. That means adjacent side is 0. So cos 90 is 0 by hypotenuse 0. But sine 90, hypotenuse becomes vertical side. So y by hypotenuse, y is equal to hypotenuse. They get cancelled 1. The fundamental angles. So we got this. Now here also cos theta varies from plus or minus 1 to 0. When 0 it is plus 1. When it is 0, cos 0 is 1. When it is 90, it is 0. So it is varying from 1 to 0. When it comes to down other side, minus 1 to 0. See, cos 1. So where it is becoming minus 1, we'll see later. This is minus 1, we'll cover up later. So now how we have defined the angles? Sine angle is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Cos is adjacent side by hypotenuse. So when I put sine by cos, when I put sine theta by cos theta, what is happening? Opposite side by adjacent side. The hypotenuse gets cancelled out. So opposite side by adjacent side is defined as tan theta, tan A. That is BC by AB. Sine theta by cos theta. There is the tan theta. So what is tan theta? When I say BC by AB, the BC by AB can be written as BC by AC into AC by AB. AC gets cancelled, so it becomes BC by AB. But BC by AC is sine theta. So sine A by cos. Tan angle. Now let us see the reverse of this. Suppose what is the ratio between hypotenuse by opposite side, or hypotenuse by adjacent side, or adjacent side by opposite side? There are reciprocal of this. Sin A is opposite by hypotenuse. Suppose if I take 1 by sin A, that means hypotenuse by opposite side. Adjacent side by opposite side is defined as co-tan A. Tan A is opposite side by adjacent side. Sin A by cos A. But co-tan A. Co means it is like a reverse. Co-tan A, we simply termed as cot A. We remove this AN, so it becomes cot A. So tan A and cot A is 1 by tan A. Cot A is nothing but 1 by tan A. What mean by 1 by tan A? Adjacent side by opposite side is cot A. Opposite side by adjacent side is tan A. Just reverse all this. So what is written? Adjacent by opposite. Adjacent is AB, opposite is BC. So AB by BC. That is cos A by sin A. Cos A by sin A. Now, similarly, secant A is defined as 1 by cos A. Cot is cos, adjacent side by hypotenuse. So secant is hypotenuse by adjacent. So hypotenuse by adjacent, 1 by cos A. Cos A is adjacent side by hypotenuse. So what is secant A? AC by AB. Now cosecant A. Secant A, cosecant A. Cosecant A. We call it as cosecant A. Cosecant A. We mix these two terms. Cosecant A. Cosecant A is 1 by sin A. 1 by sin A. We know from a right angle triangle, A square plus B square is equal to C square. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So I divide all sides by AC square. AC square by AC square is equal to AB square by AC square plus BC square by AC square. But AB by AC is sin A. BC by AC, AB by AC is cos A. BC by AC is sin A. So cos square A plus sin square A. So it is termed as sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. These two get cancelled out. So the relation between sin A and cos A is sin square A plus cos square A is equal to. This is a fundamental trigonometric equation. It has come from Pythagoras rule. A square plus B square is equal to C square. So sin square A plus cos square A is equal to A square. 1. Okay, we understand this. Based on this, by understanding theta, we will go for exercise 7.1. So what is the first is asked? In a right angle triangle, 3 heights are given. AB, BC, CA given. Find out sin A, cos A, tan A. Okay. Let us draw right angle triangle. A right angle is at place A, B, C. CA is maximum height length. AB, BC, CA. CA is having maximum length. That means what? B is my right angle. From the given picture itself, we should be able to understand which is right angle. AB is 8, BC is 15, CA is 17. That means B is right angle, CA is maximum height. That is 8, 15, 17. This is B because AC is 17. This is CA 17, BC 15, and AB 8. Let us see. What is given here? AB 8, BC 15, CA 17. Is asking all yes. A, B, C. AB 8, BC 15, CA 17. Because this is the longest, so I given it hypotenuse side. So he is asking sin A. What is sin A? Opposite side by hypotenuse. 15 by 17. What is cos A? Cos A adjacent side by hypotenuse. 8 by 17. What is tan A? Opposite side by adjacent side. 15 by 8. Now, what is cosecant A? Cosecant A, it is 1 by sin A. So 17 by 15. What is secant A? 17 by 8. What is cot A? Cotan A. Cot A, 8 by 50. So we can define for A. Similarly, we can define for C also. C means opposite is 8, 70. Like that. So it is asked only for A. So we have found out. So sides of a right angle triangle PQ are given. Q is 90. Find tan Q minus tan R. Okay, what is asked here? PQ or Q is 90. PQ is 7. QR is 25 and Q is 90. What is asked? Tan Q minus tan R. Let us see here. PQR. Q 90. QR is 25. PQ is 7. So he's asking tan Q. Tan Q is what? Tan Q is tan 90. It is not defined. Why he's asking tan Q? Tan Q. Q is 90. So tan 90 is not defined. Because sin 90 by cos 90. Cos 90 is 0. It's not defined. So we'll find out tan R. Let us find out tan R. Tan R is what? Opposite side by adjacent side. So tan R is 7 by 20. If you ask tan P, then okay. If he's asking, say, instead of Q, if he's asking tan P is 25 by 7. Which is nothing but cot R. So reverse cot R. Both are same. So here we need not find out hypotenuse. Why we need not find out? If sine is asked, then I have to find out hypotenuse. If cos is asked, then adjacent I have to find out hypotenuse. Since tan is asked, opposite sides are given, I am putting direct. So read this. This is asked not tan Q because Q is 90. So it must be tan P. So what is tan P? Tan R. So tan P minus tan R we can find out. Let us see this example 5. If 3 tan A is equal to 4, find sin A cos A. What is tan A? Tan A is equal to 4 by 3. Tan A is equal to 4 by 3. Let us say A, B, C. This is 90. This is tan A. Tan A is equal to 4 by 3. Let us say 4x and 3x. So I can have any triangle, 8 by 6 or 12 by 9. X can be anything, but for my simplicity purpose, I am taking smallest. X as 1. I'm taking smallest. So for angle, I don't need required full value. The ratio is sufficient for me to find out angle. So 3, 4. What is this side? Root of 3 square plus 4 square. That is root of 25. That is 5. So I can find out what is sin A. Sin A is 4 by 5. What is cos A? 3 by 5. What is tan A? Already given 4 by 5. So whatever is, so once I found out my hypotenuse from A square plus B square is equal to C square, I can put any sin A. What is sin B? Somebody is asking sin B. What is sin B? Sin B is what? Opposite is 3. 3 by 5. What is cos B? Is 4 by 5. What is tan B? Opposite side by adjacent side. 3 by 4. Left. Okay. Tan A is 4 by 3. 4 by 3. Tan A is what? 4 by 3. Not 4 by 5, 4 by 3. So this is tan B is 3 by 4. So like that we can find out things. Let us see this value 7. Cot theta 7 by 8 and evaluate this thing 1 and 2. So let us write cot theta is 7/8. 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta is being asked. 7/8. See, this is theta. What is cot theta? Tan theta is opposite by adjacent. Cot theta is adjacent by opposite. So this is 7, this is 8. 7/8. It is given, 7/8 is given. Cot theta is 7/8. So this is cot theta. Tan theta is 8/7. So now we have to find out this. What is the third one? So this is a square plus b square under root. So 8 8s are 64. 7 7s are 49. If I add 113, so this value is root of 113. Now what is asked? 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta plus 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. 1 plus sin theta and 1 minus sin theta is a plus b into a minus b. We know a square minus b square. This is 1 minus sin square theta. This is 1 minus cos square theta. So that is equal to 1 minus. What is sin square theta? Sin theta is opposite by this. Hypotenuse. Sin square is 8 square by 113. 8 square by 113. What is cos square theta? 1 minus 7 square by 113. 113 is root is gone. In the square, I am removing the root. So this is simply 113 minus 64 by 113 minus 49. 113 get cancelled out. So what I am getting here? If I do this minus 3 minus 4, 9. 10 minus 6, 49. 3 minus 9, 4. 10 minus 4, 6. 64. Okay. So this is 7 square by 8 square. Simple. So this is my answer to this 49 by 64. There is no common factor. So the answer is 49 by 64. What is the second one asked by? 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. 1 plus sin theta by cos theta. So 1 plus, what is sin theta? Sin theta is 8 by root 113. What is cos theta? 7 by root 113. So the sin 1 plus sin theta by cos theta 1 plus sin theta by cos theta is equal to root 113 plus 8 by 7. Plus this gets cancelled. So this is the answer. So we should be able to understand from Pythagoras rule. We have to fill up all the sides. Then we have to do the ratios of the theta which is asked. Sometimes it may ask theta 2. This is theta 1, theta 2. So then whole set will be different. Hypotenuse is same, but opposite will be different. Side will be different. So now in a right angle triangle ABC, B is right angle. A is root 3. Find this value. Let us see this also. In a right angle triangle ABC, right angle is B. Then tan A is root 3. Tan A is root 3. Let us see. What have been asked? Sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. First we'll do this, then we'll do this. So this is root 3. B is 90. Tan A. Tan A is what? Opposite side by adjacent side. This is opposite root 3, adjacent 1. It can be root 3x, it can be 1x. But for simplicity purpose, I put root 3 and 1. What is in my hypotenuse? A square plus b square. 1 plus 4, 1 plus 3. That is 4 under root 4 is 2. 2 is greater than 1, 2 is greater than root 3. What is root 3 value? 1.732. 2 is greater than 1. So my hypotenuse is bigger than these two. In a right angle triangle. So now I say, what is sin A? Sin A is root 3 by 2. Opposite side by hypotenuse. What is cos C? This is C. Cos C is also adjacent side by hypotenuse root 3 by 2. Cos A is 1 by 2. What is sin C? Sin C is 1 by 2. Opposite side by hypotenuse. So what is becoming? Root 3 into root 3, 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that is 4 by 4, that is 1. So the answer is 1. What is the second one is asked? What is cos A cos C minus sin A sin C? Cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. What is cos A? This is A. Cos A is 1 by 2. Cos C is root 3 by 2. Minus sin A is root 3 by 2. Sin C is 1 by 2. So you should be very fast and familiar. When I say sin C, opposite by hypotenuse, 1 by 2. When I say sin A, opposite by hypotenuse. You should be very fast in segregating them. So this becomes root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4, 0. So this is 1, this is 0. So you should be able to pick up, as you do practice, you will get this fast. Now let us see some specific angles. Suppose now I want to find out what is 45-degree angle. So if it is 90, if it is 45, what is the other angle? So total is 180. So 90 plus 45 plus 45. This is also must be 45. That means what? This is an isosceles triangle with BC, AB is equal to BC. So if AB is equal to BC, if I say this is A, then what is hypotenuse? A square plus A square under root, that is root 2A. That is root 2A. What is sin 45? Opposite by hypotenuse. A by root 2A. A by root 2A, 1 by root 2. What is cos 45? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent A by root 2A, cos 45. So in trigonometry, this value sin 45 is equal to 1 by root 2, cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. What is tan 45? Opposite by side. So both are equal because it's 45 degree. So that is A by A 1. See here. Suppose an isosceles triangle is there. Isosceles. What is isosceles? Two sides are equal. So this is 60. This is 60. Here three sides are equal. This is an equilateral triangle. So and that means all angles are equal. So all sides are equal. Now in isosceles triangle, this is 30. This is 30. 30 plus 30, 60. And what is this angle? 120. More than that. 30 will go like this. This is 30 angle, this is 30 angle. 30, 30, this is 120. But here, since opposite sides angles are equal, the sides are also equal. Sides are also equal. This may be different. So that is why in a right angle triangle, so in an isosceles triangle, both angles are, two angles are equal. And the corresponding sides are equal. Since it is a right angle triangle, this is 90, these two are equal. A, B, C. So A plus C is equal to 90 because total 180, 90. Both are equal. So 2A is equal to 90, A is equal to 45. So this is 45, this is also 45. 45 plus 45, 90. So that means these two sides are equal. Let us say it is A, then this is root 2A. Sin 45, A by root 2A is 1 by root 2. Cos 45, A by root 2A is 1 by root 2. So tan 45, A by A is 1. So this is one of the values of 45-degree angle. So you understood 45 degree, how we got it? 1 by root 2, tan 45, 1. So let us understand. Let us understand 30 and 60 degrees. So I draw an equilateral triangle. This is an equilateral triangle. So I draw a perpendicular bisector. So in an equilateral triangle, when I draw a perpendicular bisector, it divides this 60 degree into two 30 degrees. 30, 30. So here it is 90 degree. And in an equilateral triangle, these two sides are equal. BD is equal to CD. So let us see the triangle. What is BD length? BD length is A by 2. A by 2. If this is A, this is A, BC is A. So BD is A by 2, CD is A by 2. So A by 2. Then what is the side length of this AD? AB square minus BD square. AB square minus BD square is equal to AD square. So A square minus A by 2 whole square. So 3 by 4 A square. So when I do root 3 by 2, A is the vertical height of a isosceles of a equilateral triangle. This is an equilateral triangle. So root 3 by 2A. Now I will find out what is sine 60. Sine 60 is opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite is root 3 by 2A and hypotenuse is my A because equilateral triangle, all three sides are equal. So root 3 by 2A by A, it becomes sine 60 is root 3 by 2. What is cos 60? This is 1 by 2A. This is A by 2. This is A by 2. Total is A. A by 2 by A. So 1 by 2. So sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. How cos 60 I got 1 by 2? Adjacent side by hypotenuse in the right angle triangle of ABD. So here BD is A by 2. This is A. A by 2 by A is 1 by 2. I cannot put AC by AB is sine 60. I cannot put. AC is not opposite side. Of course, even though it is opposite side, but it's not a right angle triangle. ABC, there is no right angle here. All are 60 degree. But ABD, we have a right angle at D. So in this, I can define sine 60. I cannot do ABC is a equilateral triangle. So here it is not that sine B is equal to AC by AB. Here there is no hypotenuse, they are all equal. So sine 60 is equal to AD by AB. AD is root 3 by 2A because A square minus A by 2 whole square. Root 3 by 2A. So by A gets cancelled out, root 3 by 2. So we can like that when we say 0, sine 0 is 0, we have seen earlier. Cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 means what? Hypotenuse becomes side, adjacent side. Adjacent side by adjacent side, that is 1. So tan A is sin A by cos A, that is 0 by anything is 0. 30 we have seen. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. What is sin 30? Let us say this sin 30. Sin 30 is opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side is 1 by 2A. This is A, so 1 by 2. What is sin 60? Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Sin 45, 1 by root 2. Sin 90, 1. Similarly, cos A, cos 30. Cos 30 is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Root 3 by 2A by A, root 3 by 2. Cos 30. So tan 30 is sin by cos, 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. 2 get cancelled out, 1 by root 3. So tan 45 is 1. So what is cos 60? Cos 60 is A by 2 by A, that is 1 by 2. That is, what is tan 60? Sin 60 by cos 60. Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. That is 2 get cancelled, root 3 will be there. So this is how, this is the fundamentals of angles we should remember. This should be by hearted. Should be by hearted. 3 by 2 is very, rest is half and 1. It varies between half, 1 by root 2 and 1. But root 3 by 2 is to be remembered. Let us do exercise 11.2. So the first problem is, what is sin 45 plus cos 45? Sin 45 we know 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 is equal to 2 by root 2. That means root 2. First answer is root 2. So now let's come to second one. What is cos 45 by secant 30 plus cosecant 60. 45 by secant 30 plus cos 45, you know, 1 by root 2. Secant 30, what is cos 30? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So secant 30 is 2 by root 3. Plus what is cosecant 60? Cosecant 60 is 1 by sin 60. 1 by sin 60 means 1 by root 3 by 2. That is also 2 by root 3. So what is cos 45? 1 by root 2. Secant 30, that is equal to 1 by cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. 1 by root 3 by 2, that is 2 by root 3. What is cosecant 60? Equal to 1 by sin 60. That is 1 by root 3 by 2, 2 by root 3. So these two together, 1 by root 2 by 2 by root 3 plus 2 by root 3 is 4 by root 3. Root 3 goes to top. So root 3 by 4 root 2. That is the answer. Root 3 by 4 root 2. This is cosecant 60 is 1 by sin 60. That is 2 by root 3. Secant 60, 1 by cos 60, again 2 by root 3. So 4 by root 3. So bottom 4, root 3 goes to top. So root 3 by root 2. Root 3 by 4 root 2 is the answer. Let us see this one. Sin 30. Sin 30 plus tan 45 minus cosecant 60 divided by cot 45 plus cos 60 minus secant 30. Sin 30, 1 by 2. Tan 45, 1. Cosecant 60. Cosecant 60 is 1 by sin 60. So 1 by root 3 by 2. So 2 by root 3. Cot 45, tan 45, 1. So cot 45 also 1. Cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Secant 30. Secant 30 is 1 by cos 30. 1 by cos 30 means 1 by root 3 by 2. So 2 by root 3. So answer is 1 plus 1 and a half minus 2 root 3 plus 1 plus 1 and a half minus 2 root same. Both side is same. Getting 1. Answer is 1. Okay. Basically what? Cot 45 is equal to tan 45. Sin 30 is equal to cos 60. Cosecant 60 equals secant 30. So top is equal to bottom. So they get cancelled. So let us see this one. Fifth one. Secant square 60 minus tan square 60 divided by sin square 30 plus cos square 30. What sin square 30 plus cos square 30? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So bottom is 1. Otherwise we say what is sin square 30? Sin square 30 is 1 by 4. Cos square 30 is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4. 3 plus 1 by 4 by 4 is 1. So the bottom is 1. What is secant square 60? Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Secant 60 is 2. Secant square 60 is 4 minus. What is tan 60? Tan 60 is sin 60 by cos 60. Sin 60 root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. 2 is answer root 3. So tan square is 3. So the answer is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1 by 1. So secant square 60 is 4. Tan square 60 is 3. Bottom is 1. So answer is 1. So we should be familiar with the terms. Choose the right option. 2 tan 30 by 1 plus tan square 45. Tan 45 is 2, 1. Tan 45 is sin 45 by cos 45, 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2, 1. So tan 45, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Bottom is 2. 2 is getting cancelled. So what is left out is tan 30. Answer is tan 30. Now this one, 1 minus tan square 45 by 1 plus tan square 45. So 1 plus tan 45 is 1. Tan square 45 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 by anything is 0. Answer is D. So 2 tan 30 by 1 minus tan square 30. Let us see this. 2 tan 30 by 1 minus tan square 30. Let's see. So 2 tan 31 minus tan square 30. What is tan 30? Sin 30 by cos 30. Sin 30 is 1 by 2 by cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So 2 by root 3. It cancel 1 by root 3. So 2 by root 3 is 2 tan 30 by 1 minus. What is tan square 30? Tan square 30 is what? Sin 30 by cos 30. Sin 30 divided by cos 30. Root 3 by 2. 1 by root 3. Tan square 30 is 1 by 3. So 1 minus 1 by 3 is 3 minus 1, 2 by 3. So 2 get cancelled, 3 comes out. The answer is root 3. Root 3 means what? Root 3 means, let us see out of the option, what is root 3? Out of option, we have tan 60. Tan 60 is root 3. What is tan 60? Sin 60 divided by cos 60. So root 3. So answer is C here, tan 60. In fact, it is a tan 2 theta formula. Tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan squared theta. That is tan 2 theta. So 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan squared theta, tan 2 into 30, that is tan 60. So instead of formula, later stage it will come. But now we have substituted the values and we found it is root 3. Root 3 is nothing but tan 60. Let us see this problem. Is it right to say cos 60 plus 30 is equal to cos 60 cos 30 minus sin 60 sin 30? Cos A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. As per formula it is correct, but let us see with the values. What is cos 60 plus 30? Cos 90. What is cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. The left hand side is 0. Let us see the right hand side. Cos 60 cos 30 minus sin 60 sin 30. Cos 60 1 by 2. Cos 30 root 3 by 2 minus sin 60 root 3 by 2 sin 30 1 by 2. They get 0. So right hand side is 0. Left hand side is cos of 60 plus 30. That is cos 90. That is 0. So yes, that is true. It is true. So let us see this triangle. In the right angle triangle, PQR, right angle at Q. Okay, PQ since RPQ 60 determines lengths of QR and PR. So we have a PQR triangle with the Q right angle and PQ 6 centimeters. RPQ is 60. Find all. See, it is a right angle triangle. RPQ 60. So automatically this is 30. Then this is 66. Then we have to find out other two sides. So what is tan 60? We have to opposite by 6. So QR by 6. So QR is equal to 6 into tan 60. What is tan 60? Sin 60 by cos 60. So 6 root 3. So this value is 6 root 3. So now what is this value? A square plus B square is C square. So 36 plus 36 into 3 under root. That is 4 into 36. 4 into 36. When I put root, 2 into 18. 2 into 18 is 2 into 6. 2 into 6 is 12. Answer is 12. So what we got here? This is my right angle triangle. Angle Q is 90. P is 60. So automatically this is 30. This is given 6. So this is tan 60 is equal to PQR. QR by 6. PQ. QR by opposite side by adjacent side is tan 60. So QR is equal to 6 root 3 because tan 60 is root 3. So this is 6 root 3. Then what is this value? A square plus b square under root 6 square plus 6 square into 3 under root. So 3 into 6 square plus 1 into 6 square is root of 4 into 6 square. That means 2 into 6, that is 12. So we got all the 3 sides, all the 3 angles. We got all the 3 sides and the 3 angles. This is 6. This is tan 60. Tan 60 is opposite side by 6. So QR is equal to 6 into tan 60 is root 3, 6 root 3. So the 6 root 3, when we squares and add, we get the hypotenuse. So this is 6 square plus 3 into 6 square. Total is 4 into 6 square. So 2 into 6 is the answer when you remove the root. So that is 12 is the third side. So this we have done. Problem. X, Y, Z. X, Y. Rather it is X, Z is equal to 2X. X, Y, Y, Z is equal to X. Let us do like that. This problem, instead of X, Y, I am taking X, Z as right angle at Y. This is X, Z is 2X. Let us see, X, Z is 2X. Then this is X, Y is, this is 2X. Okay. Instead of taking this XY as 2X, I am taking YZ as 2X. This is X, this is 90. So then what is sine X? X by 2X. That is 1 by 2. That is X is 30 degree. So automatically this is 60 degree. If I take this as 2X and this as X, then what is this angle? Tan theta, tan X, Y, Z. Tan Z is equal to 2. So we don't have a standard. Z is equal to tan inverse 2. It's not in our scope. So tan theta is 2. So similarly, what is tan Y? Tan Y is equal to 1 by 2. So we don't have angle. We have only 0, 30, 60, 45, 90. So nothing is tallying with 2 or 2. So this assumption is correct. This is the standard at this level. So assume this as X, this as being X, Y, Z. This is Y, Z or X, Z. Taking it. Now, is it right to say sin A plus sin B is equal to sin A plus sin B? Let us check this. Sin A plus B is equal to sin A plus sin B. Is it true or false? Let's put both are 45. So sin of 45 plus 45 is equal to sin 45 plus sin 45. So 45 plus 45, 90. Sin 90 is 1, but this is 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. That is root 2. So they are not same. Let us take another example. This is 60 with 30. So sin 60 plus sin 30. This is 1. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So answer is root 3 plus 1 by 2. This is not equal to 1. So sin of A plus B is not equal to sin A plus sin B. Actually, there is a rule. Sin of A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, which we learn in later stages. But at this stage, we should learn that this is simply not a separate sum. This is wrong. This is wrong. So let us see complementary angles. Let us see complementary angles. Let us understand complementary angles. What is complementary? When two angles add together to form 90 degree, that is complementary angles. If you see in this triangle ABC, B is 90 degree, That means what? A and C together they form 90 degrees. So that within the triangle 180 degree angle is maintained. So if A is X, then what is C? C is 90 minus X. Let us see. What is sin X? Sin X is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So BC by AC. But if you see what is cos 90 minus X? Cos 90 minus X is adjacent side by hypotenuse. That is also BC by AC. So that means sin X is equal to cos 90 minus X. Sin X is equal to cos 90 minus X. In the same way, cosecant is equal to secant 90 minus X. Because 1 by sin X is cosecant X. 1 by cos 90 minus X is secant X. So when sin X is cos 90 minus X, cosecant X is also secant 90 minus X. So these are all complementary angles. You can say X sin theta and cos theta, they are basically complementary in a triangle. You see, sin X, cos 90 minus X. Let us see what is sin 90 minus X. Sin 90 minus X is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. AB by AC. So sin 90 minus X is equal to AB by AC. Then what is cos X? Cos X is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. That is also AB by AC. So that means what? Sin 90 minus X is equal to cos X. Cos 90 minus X is equal to sin X. So when I put sin 90 minus X means you can say cosecant 90 minus X. Both sides if I put 1. If both are same, I put 1 by 1 by. So 1 by cos X is secant X. 1 by sin 90 minus X is cosecant 90 minus X. So similarly, what is tan X here? Tan X is opposite by adjacent. So BC by AB. So what is cot 90 minus X? Cot 90 minus X is adjacent side by opposite side. That is also BC by AB. So tan X is equal to cot 90 minus X. Or cot X is equal to tan 90 minus X. What is tan 90 minus X? Opposite side by adjacent side. Tan theta means opposite by adjacent. So AB by BC, which is nothing but cot 90 minus cot X. So we will say that tan 90 minus X, what is cot X? Adjacent side by opposite side. So from this complementary angles, what result we are getting? Sin 90 minus X is equal to cos X. Cos 90 minus X is equal to sin X. Similarly, tan 90 minus X is equal to cot X. Cot 90 minus X is equal to tan X. So this is the similarity we are getting between a complementary angles. See, that is the reason if you see the table 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Sin 30 is half. Sin 30 is half, which is equal to cos 90 minus 30. 90 minus 30 is 60. So cos 60 is half. So these two are equal. Sin 30 is equal to cos 60. Cos 30 is equal to sin 60. Cos 30 is equal to sin 60 because cos 30 is 90 minus 60. Cos of 90 minus 60 is sin 60. Similarly, tan 30 is 1 by root 3. You see, cot 60 is 1 by root 3. So tan 30 is equal to cot 60. Tan 60 is equal to cot. Tan 30 this is cot 30 is equal to tan 60. Because this is tan, this is cot. So because they are complementary, the 90 minus degrees are equal. See, this is 2 by root 3, secant 30 and cosecant 60. This is cosecant 30. This is reverse of sin theta. This is half, so this is 1. This is root 3 by 2. This is 2 by root 3. So here we can see easily the complementary angles equivalence. Sin 30 is equal to cos 60. Sin 60 is equal to cos 30. Tan 30 is equal to cot 30. Cot 60. Cot 60. Cot 30 is equal to tan 60. So this is applicable for a complementary angles. Sin 20 is equal to cos 70. Like that. Sin 40 is equal to cos 60. If you see 45, they are equal. Why they are equal? Sin 45 is equal to sin of 90 minus 45. So cos 45. So 45 into 2 is 90. So sin of 90 minus 45 is 45. So sin 45 is equal to cos 45. Tan 45 is equal to cot 45. Secant 45 is equal to cosecant 45. Because secant 45 can be written as secant of 90 minus 45. 90 minus 45 is cosecant 45, which is also same. So with 45 becomes same because it is 90 minus theta is theta. In the case of 45, 90 minus theta is theta. So that is same. So we can see that sin 30 is equal to sin of 90 minus 30 can be written as 90 minus 60. That is sin of 90 minus 60 is cos 60. Sin of 90 minus A is cos A. Similarly, cos 30, cos of 90 minus 60. Cos of 90 minus A is cos sin A. So this is sin 60. So like that, if we have sin of 20, that is cos of 70. We have cos 40, sin 50. Yes, these two should be 90. Similarly, cot 80 equal to tan 10. Similarly, secant 60, cosecant 30. Like that. So these are all complementary angles. They're all complementary angles. Let us see. So these are all complementary angles. You see here, we can observe this. What is sin 30 is 1 by 2. So let us see cos 30 is 1 by 2. Sin 30 is equal to cos 30. Sin 60, cos 30 is equal to sin 60. This is complementary. Similarly, sin 45 is cos 45 because 90 minus 45 is 45. It is same. Same thing is tan and cot. Tan 30 1 by root 3, cot 60 1 by root 3. Tan 60 root 3, cot 60, cot 30 root 3. So these are all complementary angles. Same. Again, tan 45 is equal to cot 45. Similarly, secant 30, 2 by root 3. So that means equal to cosecant 60. So cosecant 30 is 2 equal to secant 30. So this is a complementary angles we can see from the figures also. Okay, we'll go to exercise. Based on complementary angles, we'll do some exercise. Not this. So based on complementary, let us do exercise 11.3. This is 11.3. So what is tan 36 by cot 54? Tan 36 itself is cot 54 because 90 minus 36 is 54. So they get cancelled, it is 1. Similarly here, cos 12 is 778, cos sin 78, so they get 0. Here also same. Cosecant 31 is secant 59, so they get 0. Similarly, sin 15, secant 15. Sin 15 is nothing but cos 75. Cos 75 secant 75 multiplication, that is 1. Cos 75 divided by cos 75, that is 1. So tan 26, tan 64. Tan 64 is nothing but cot 26. So tan 26 into cot 26 is equal to 1. Tan 26 means what? Opposite side by adjacent side. Cot 26, adjacent side by opposite side. They get cancelled out, become 1. So we can see it by visual itself we can do. Let us see this problem. Tan 48, tan 16, tan 42, tan 72. So what is tan 48 is cot 42. So cot 42, tan 42 becomes 1. Tan 16 is cot 74. Cot 74, tan 74, 1. So total is 1. Here also same thing. Cos 36, cos 54. Cos 36, cos 54. Cos 36 is sin 54. So sin 54. Cos 54 is sin 36. So this is sin 36, cos 54 minus sin 36 minus sin 50. Sin 54, sin 36. This is sin 36. Okay, I'll come back. What is cos 36? Sin 64. Cos 54, sin 36. So sin 54, sin 36 minus sin 54, sin 36. They get equal and 0. So let us say this. If tan 2a is this much, what is an acute angle? Find the value of a. Tan 2a is cot of a minus 18. Tan 2a is equal to cot of a minus 18. So tan 2a can be written as cot of 90 minus 2a. Cot of a minus 18. So I have 90 minus 2a is equal to a minus 18. So a comes here, 3a, 90 minus 18. What is 90 minus 18? 72. So a is by 3, 24. So my angle A is 24. I have to bring it to same side. Otherwise, tan 2a is equal to cot of a minus 18. I can write this as tan of 90 of minus a plus 18. So I can require tan side. 2a is equal to 90 minus a plus 18. A minus 18. So this comes 2a goes a plus, it will become plus. Sorry, 90 plus 18. It is becoming plus. So this is wrong. So 90 plus 18 is 108 by 3. 36. Answer is 36. It is wrong. Again, we'll do this problem. Let us do here. Tan 2a is equal to, it is given, cot a minus 18. So it can be written as, tan 2a can be written as cot of 90 minus 2a. So 90 minus 2a is equal to a minus 18. This goes here plus, this goes here plus. 3a is equal to 108. A is equal to by 3, 36. Or it can be do in other way also. Tan 2a is equal to tan of 90 minus a minus 18. Is equal to tan of 90 plus 18 minus a. So tan. So 2a is equal to 108 minus a. So a is 36. So both way it can be done. Okay. So it can be done both way. Now let us say this problem, fifth one. If ABC are triangles of AB triangle, that means a plus b plus c is 180. Show that tan a plus b plus c, a plus b by 2 is cot c by 2. Tan a plus b is 180 minus c, a plus b. So 180 minus c by 2. That means 180 by 2 is 90. 90 minus c by 2. So tan 90 minus c by 2 is cot c by 2. Hence rule. So here expressed in terms of trigonometry ratios of angles between 0 and 45. Sin 75 is nothing but cos 15. Cos 65 is sin 25. So I am expressing between 0 and 45. So now we have other equations. Trigonometric identities. Let us understand trigonometric identities. See, these are the identities. We have seen sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1 because BC square by AC square plus AB square by AC square is equal to AB square plus AC square by AC square, that is AC square by AC square, that is 1. We have seen from this. So this is one equation. So let us see from the same thing, if I send cos this side, what will become? Sin square a is 1 minus cos square a. If I find sin this side, cos square a is 1 minus sin square a, or sin square a plus cos square a is 1. All the three we should remember. We should be able to utilize wherever cos square comes 1 minus sin square, wherever sin square comes 1 minus cos square, or wherever 1 also I can use this. Now let us say tan A. What is tan A? Tan A is opposite by side. BC by AB. What is tan square A? BC square by AB square. So I am adding 1 both sides. 1 plus tan square A is 1 plus BC square by AC square. When I take LCM AB square, so AB square by BC square by AB square. What is AB square plus BC square? AB square plus BC square is AC square. So AC square by BC square. AC square by BC square is nothing but secant square. 1 by cos square. Adjacent side by hypotenuse cos theta. Hypotenuse by adjacent is secant theta. Square means secant square. So what we have tally here? 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A. So we should be able to tell to see secant square A minus 1 is equal to tan square A. Or secant square A minus tan square A is equal to 1. So all the three can be interchanged. 1 can be subject, tan square A can be subject, secant square A can be subject. Similarly, 1 plus cot square A is cosecant square A. So cosecant square A minus cot square A is 1. Cosecant square A minus 1 is equal to cot square A. So we can write all that. These three are called trigonometric identities. What are the three? Sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A. 1 plus cot square A is equal to cosecant square A. Don't remember sin A plus cos A is not 1. Sin square A plus cos square A only 1. Because in our triangle A, B, C, AC square plus BC square is equal to AB square. So the squares are equal. So sin square A is cos square. Similarly, secant square is 1 plus tan square A, 1 plus cot square A. This is cosecant square. This is not cos. Cosecant. Cosecant. Cosecant is cosecant. In fact, this is sin. Cosine is cos. Cos reverse secant. Reverse cosecant. You see? From sine we got cosine. Cosine is cos. From cos we got secant. Cosecant is for sine reverse. So this cosine, cosecant. Let us do an example of next chapter. This same example on these identities. So exercise 11.4. Evaluate 1 plus tan theta into C plus secant theta plus 1 plus cot theta minus cosecant theta. This is how to evaluate. So let us write this 1 plus tan theta plus secant theta into 1 plus cot theta minus cosecant theta. So let us put all in. Sin theta by cos theta. Secant theta is 1 by cos theta. 1 plus cos theta by sin theta is cot theta minus cosecant theta is 1 by sin theta. So what is this becoming? So here is cos theta is the base. So cos theta plus sin theta plus 1 into here sin theta base, sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. Cos theta plus sin theta plus 1 into cos theta sin theta cos theta minus 1. So this is the this is converted to this. Now I am multiplying. This is a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b. So a square cos theta plus sin theta whole square. A square minus b square. A is cos theta plus sin theta. B is 1. A plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square. by sin theta cos theta. So that is equal to cos square theta plus sin square theta is what is become cos square theta sin square theta plus 2 sin theta cos theta minus 1 by sin theta cos theta. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1, 1 getting cancelled out. 2 sin theta by sin theta cos theta cancel out. Answer is 2. It is answer 2. How we have simplified? We have converted to basic sin theta cos theta. We have done LCM and we have applied a plus b into a minus b. And we have simplified. This is 1 getting cancelled and sin theta getting cancelled. So I got answer 2. So we have to continuously try for solving. That is the second problem. Sin theta plus cos theta whole square plus sin theta minus cos theta whole square. This we know. This sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sin theta cos theta. Here also minus 2 sin theta cos theta, they get cancelled. So 2 into sin square theta plus cos square theta, that is 2 into 1, that is 2. This is also answer 2. Secant square theta minus 1 is tan square theta. Cosecant square theta minus 1 is cot square theta. Tan square theta into cot square theta is 1. So this is also 1. Certain things we should be able to do by seeing the problem itself. Here, okay, I have to do multiplication. Here I can see by itself. Sin square theta plus cos square theta 1, 2 sin theta cos theta getting cancelled on both sides because here it is minus 2ab, it is plus 2ab. I can solve it. Now let us see this one. Cosecant theta minus cot theta whole square is we have to prove. So 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta. Let us see. Cosecant theta minus cot theta whole square. 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta. So here simply write what is cosecant theta? 1 minus sin theta. What is cot theta? Cos theta by sin theta whole square. That is nothing but both sin theta 1 minus cos theta whole square by sin square theta. So sin square theta can be written as 1 minus cos squared theta. So 1 minus cos theta whole square by 1 minus cos squared theta. That also can be written as 1 minus cos theta whole square by 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. A plus b into a minus b is 1 minus a square minus b square. A square minus b square is tan square theta. So we have come onto this. Why we have divided this? Because I want to cut one of the square. 1 minus cos theta gets cut. So what is left over? 1 minus cos theta top, 1 plus cos theta bottom. This is what we have to prove. So how we have proceeded? We have proceeded 1 minus cos theta whole square by sin square theta. Sin square theta we have written as 1 minus cos square theta. Again, a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b, got the answer. Okay. So any method we should be able to proceed so that to solve the problem. Let us see here. So that this is equal to secant a plus tan a. 1 plus sin a by 1 minus sin a. Let us see. Square root of 1 plus sin a by 1 minus sin a. Secant a plus tan a. So I am multiplying both sides by 1 minus sin a. Or I should say 1 plus sin a. 1 plus the bottom becomes 1 minus sin square a. 1 minus sin square a, that is cos square a. Top becomes 1 plus sin square a plus 2 sin a under root. So if you cleanly observe this, what is this? 1 by cos a plus tan a whole square. How got 1 by cos a whole square? 1 by cos square a. Tan a whole square, tan square a. Tan square means sin square a by cos square a plus 2 into tan a into cos a. 2 into sin a by cos square a. So 2 sin a by cos square a, sin square a by cos square a, 1 by cos square a. So this is whole square. So when the root and whole square get cancelled, 1 by cos a is secant a plus tan a is the answer. So you should be able to visualize what is there. Again, I will do it neatly. Again, I will do it in a better simple way. Let us see. What is asked? root of 1 plus sin A by 1 minus sin A is equal to secant A plus tan A. This is to be proven. Earlier we have done multiplying both sides by 1 minus 1 plus sin A. Now we will do in other way. So I'm repeating same. So I'm multiplying both sides by 1 plus sin A. So top is becoming 1 plus sin A whole square, 1 plus sin square A plus 2 sin A. Bottom is 1 plus sin A into 1 minus sin A, 1 minus sin square A, that is cos square A. So this can be written as 1 by cos square A plus sin square A by cos square A plus 2 sin A by cos square A. So this is nothing but 1 by cos A plus tan A whole square under root. So root and square get cancelled. 1 by cos A is secant A plus tan A, which is my required answer. Okay, just repeated the method. Let us see this. Show this we have done. Let us see this. Show that 1 minus tan square A by cot square A minus 1 is equal to tan square A. Let us see this. 1 minus tan square A by cot square A minus 1 is equal to tan square A. We have to prove this. So cot square A minus 1, cot A minus 1. What is this? Cot square A minus 1. So you have to prove it as tan square A. So I am taking out here as tan square A. Tan square A I am taking out. What is becoming? 1 by tan square A minus 1 by cot square A minus 1. So 1 by tan square A is cot square A. So they become cot square A. Cot square A minus 1 by cot square A minus 1. These two get cancelled. Answer is tan square A. Okay, simple. It is directly, I have to take out tan square A out. So that tan square A remains out and this get cancelled. So tan square A into numerator by denominator getting cancelled. So this is one of the slightly difficult problem. This is an easier problem. Okay, next. Show that 1 by cos theta minus cos theta is tan theta. Simple. Come. So I am to by cos theta. So 1 minus cos squared theta. 1 minus cos squared theta is sin squared theta. So sin squared theta I can written as sin theta into sin theta. So sin theta remains there. Sin theta by cos theta become tan theta. So this can be proved by seeing itself. So simplify secant A into 1 minus sin A into secant A plus tan A. Is how to simplify. What is that? Secant A into 1 minus sin A into secant A plus tan A. This is to be simplified. So let us simplify this. 1 minus say sin A. Secant A is nothing but by cos A. Okay. Secant A is 1 by cos A. Tan A is sin A by cos A. Totally cos A is coming out. So 1 minus sin A by cos A into 1 plus sin A by cos A. So this is 1 minus sin squared A. This is cos squared A. Getting cancelled. That is 1. Answer is 1. So it appears very difficult, but answer is 1. Let us say this one. Prove that this is 7 plus sin square. Sin A plus cosecant A whole square. Sin A plus cosecant A whole square plus cos A plus secant A whole square is equal to 7 plus tan square A plus cot square A. Let us see this. So I am expanding the squares. Sin square A plus cosecant square A plus 2 sin A cosecant A plus I am expanding this cos square A plus secant square A plus 2 cos A secant A. So sin A cosecant A is 1. So this becomes 2. Cos A secant A is 1. This becomes 2. So this becomes 4. Sin square A plus cos square A is 1. Cos square A, sin, this not sin square A plus cos square A, that is equal to 1. So I have 2 plus 1, 5. 5 plus cosecant square A plus cot square A. So I am putting plus 2 and minus 2. So 5 plus 2, it became 7. So this is minus 1, this is minus 1. Minus 2 is divided between the adjusted between these two. So cosecant square A minus 1 is cot square A. Secant square, this is secant square A. Secant square A minus 1 is tan square A. So answer is 2. So what I got, this is cosecant square A. I put minus 1 plus 1. This is secant square A minus 1 plus 1. So I am getting, this is cosecant square A. So let me write neatly. Really, writing is not good. In A plus cosecant A whole square plus cos A plus secant A whole square. Sin square A cosecant square A plus 2 cos square A secant square A plus 2. Because 2 sin A cosecant A is 1. 2 cos A secant A is 1. So 2. So now sin square A plus cos square A is 1. 1 plus 2 plus 2, 5. So I am adding 1 plus 1 plus cosecant square A minus 1 plus secant square A minus 1. 1 1 minus plus 1 1. So this becomes 7 plus cot square cosecant square A minus 1 is cot square A. Secant square A minus 1 is tan square A. This is the answer. Okay. So we have proved this. Let us say if secant theta plus tan theta is P, then the value of secant theta minus tan theta. We know secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. So secant square theta minus tan square theta is 1. That means secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. So when I see P, I take it to other side. Secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1 by P. 1 by P. So let us see this one. Cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to K. Cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to K. Prove that K square minus 1 by K square plus 1 is cos theta. So we know cosecant theta plus cot theta is K, means cosecant theta minus cot theta is equal to 1 by K, because cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is 1. So when I divide A plus B into A minus B, I send it to K other side. So I get cosecant square theta minus cot square. This is 1 by K. So when I add this, I want K square minus 1 by K square plus 1. So what is K square? So I am adding these two. When I am adding these two, what I am getting? 2 cosecant theta is equal to K plus 1 by K. That is K square plus 1 by K. When I am subtracting, what I am getting? 2 cot theta. That is equal to K minus 1 by K. K square minus 1 by K. So when I divide this by this, so 2 cot theta by 2 cosecant theta is equal to K square minus 1 by K square plus 1. Plus K get cancelled out. So what is cos theta by cosecant theta? Cos theta is nothing but cos theta by sin theta. In bottom, cosecant theta. Sin theta cosecant theta is 1. So that is cos theta. Answer is cos theta, hence proven. So mostly the problem is there itself. We have to identify which path we will be taking. Let us do some more problems of trigonometry. say prove cot A minus cos A divided by cot A plus cos A is equal to cosecant A minus 1 divided by cosecant A plus 1. By seeing itself, if I take out cot A from both top and bottom, so if I take out cot A, what will happen? 1 minus cos A by cot A divided by 1 plus cos A by cot A. So cos A by cot A is cos A by sin A. So cos A get cancelled out. It becomes 1 minus sin A by 1 plus sin A. So this is the answer. But we are being asked in cosecant A. So we have to divide by sin A. So 1 by sin A is cosecant A. Sin A by sin A is 1. So 1 by sin A is cosecant A plus 1. So this becomes cosecant A minus 1 by cosecant A plus 1. Hence proof. Let us see another problem. Sin A minus cos A plus 1 by sin A plus cos A minus 1 is equal to 1 minus 1 by secant A minus tan A. So this is in the form of A plus B and A minus B. So I am multiplying both sides. First I am taking out cos A out. Cos A taken out, sin A by cos A, because this is required in secant A and tan A. So that is why I have taken out cos A. So then becomes sin A by cos A becomes tan A. Cos A by cos A becomes 1 and 1 by cos A becomes secant A. Similarly, bottom sin A by cos A is tan A. Cos A by cos A is 1 minus 1 by cos A is minus secant A. So everything I converted into secant A tan A. So now it is A plus B by A minus B by A plus B. So I am multiplying both sides up and down by A plus B. So in the top we get A square minus B square by A plus B whole square. So A square minus B square is tan square A minus 1 minus secant A whole square divided by, we will get bottom tan A plus 1 minus secant A whole square together. This is A, this is B. 1 minus secant A is B. So A square, A plus B and A minus B. A square minus B square by A plus B whole square. So when you simplify it, what I am getting? Tan square A minus 1 minus secant square A plus 2 secant A. This I am expanding. 1 plus secant square A minus 2 secant A. When I take out with minus, so minus 1 minus secant square A plus 2 secant A. Then what is this becoming? Secant square A minus tan square A is 1. So tan square A minus secant square A is minus 1. So this becomes minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 secant A means 2 into secant A minus 1 is the numerator. What is the denominator? Now it is same thing. Here you see denominator tan square A plus 1 plus secant square A square tan square A, B square 1 minus secant A whole square, A square plus secant square A minus 3 secant A square plus B square plus 2AB, 2 into tan A minus 2 tan A secant A. So here I have taken secant A out. So when I take this secant A out, what is becoming here? 1 plus tan square A is secant square A. 1 plus tan square A secant, so it becomes 2 secant square A. So when I take 2 secant A out, 2 secant square A minus 2 secant A means secant A minus 1. Here also, in these two, I am taking tan A out, 2 tan A, 2 tan A. If I take minus 2 tan A out, secant A minus 1. So in both numerator we have secant A minus 1 and denominator we have secant A minus 1. This gets cancelled out. So what is left over? 1 by 2 also get cancelled out. 2 also get cancelled out. 1 by secant A minus tan A, which is what we have to prove. So what we have done? We have finally factorized it. A plus B into A minus B. And we have simplified and taken out common terms. We have used this formula here. What is 1 plus tan square A? Secant square A. So 2 secant square A. 2 secant if I take out secant A minus 1. Here if I take out 2 tan A minus 2 tan A becomes secant A minus 1. Top also we have got secant A minus 1. It gets cancelled. So let us see another problem. Cosecant A minus sin A by secant A by minus cos A is equal to 1 by tan A plus cot A. So I am doing a simple cosecant A is 1 by sin A. This is sin A. So this becomes 1 minus sin square A by sin A. This becomes 1 minus cos square A by cos A. So 1 minus sin square A by sin A cos A, 1 minus sin square A into 1 minus cos square A by sin A cos A. This is cos square A, this is sin square A. So this becomes sin A cos A. This becomes what? Sin A cos A. But what I have been asked? I have asked in terms of tan A and cot A. So I am dividing sin A cos A by sin square A plus cos square A. What is sin square A plus cos square A? This is 1. So I am dividing this by 1. So when I bring this to denominator, 1 by sin square A plus cos square A by sin A cos A. So sin square A by sin A cos A, sin get cancelled, sin A by cos A becomes tan A. Similarly, cos square A by sin A cos A get cancelled, cos A by sin A becomes cot A. So this is 1 by tan A plus cot A. Okay, so we have to see what is being asked and how to convert. I have either I can do factorizing A plus B into A minus B, or I can divide it by or multiply by unity. Sin square A cos square A is 1. So by whatever means I should be able to get this format. Let us say this 1 plus tan square A into 1 plus cot square A is equal to tan square A to prove. So first let us see. So tan square A, 1 plus tan square A is secant square A. So this is secant square A by cosecant square A. So this is cos square A, this is sin square A by cos square A, that is tan square A. This is proved. But we have to prove in this form also. This is 1 plus tan A whole square by 1 plus cot A whole square. So what I have done, tan square A, I have multiplied numerator and denominator with 1 plus tan A whole square. So I got this 1 plus tan A whole square already. Now I have to prove that 1 plus tan A whole square by tan square A is equal to 1 plus cot A whole square. So I have taken this 1 plus tan A whole square by tan square A. So when I expanded this 1 plus tan A whole square, A square plus B square plus 2 tan A. So when I divide 1 by tan square A is cot square A. Tan square A by tan square A is 1. So 2 tan A by tan square A is 2 cot A. So this is nothing but 1 plus cot A whole square. So my answer is becoming 1 plus tan A whole square, 1 plus tan A whole square divided by this is 1 plus cot A whole square. Hence it is proved.